Hello, my name is Debsy, and I'm a spiritual therapist. I spread knowledge, love, and ascension. Today I'm going to talk about reincarnation and delusions. The rebirth of the soul in a new body, whether humanoid or animal, a new version of yourself, a transmigration or metamorphosis in philosophy and religion. Transmigration means passing of the soul from one body to another after death. It's mostly learned in Judaism, Buddhism, Hinduism, and many African tribes. There are three good realms of rebirth: the heavenly God, demigod, and human. There are three evil realms: non-domestic animals, ghosts, and beings of hell. The non-physical essence of a living being begins a new life in a different physical form. Each reincarnation gives you an opportunity to raise your vibrational field. If we do not finish our mission, tikkun or karma, we still must fix it in the next reincarnation or life experience. When the soul does the inner work cleanse and it becomes enlightened, it connects to the God Bore Creator, then freedom and ascension is possible. In Hindu philosophy, the moksha is a blissful state of existence of a soul attained after the destruction of all karmic bonds. Once someone attains moksha, his soul is merged with the God Bore. The soul is trapped in an endless cycle of rebirth if moksha is not achieved. Samsara, the flowing around the central conception of metempsychosis, the soul finding release, moksha from the bonds of his own past deeds, karma, which form part of the general web of samsara. The soul passes through a cycle of successful lives, samsara, and is next incarnated in a dependent state. Moksha is the end of the death and rebirth cycle and is the fourth and ultimate goal. Reincarnation relates to moksha because most cannot achieve it in one lifetime. Reincarnation allows people to continue working toward moksha through several lifetimes. After leaving the body, good and contented souls are told to depart to the mercy of God. They leave the body, then they flow with the angels to the seventh heaven, where we are recorded and kept all our experiences. Then, after that, we are returned to bodies, if that is our wish. Moksha is freedom, samsara the cycle of death and rebirth. Death does not liberate you from your imperfections. You're exactly the same after death as you were before. Nothing changes. You only separate from the body. If you were a bad person, a liar, a cheater, before death, you are those things in the next reincarnation. You don't become an angel by merely dying. Whatever you hungered for in your past life, you still hunger for in your new reincarnation. When you reincarnate, you bring the same nature with you. To change and ascend, you have to do the inner work and grow. Earth is the place to learn and change. None of the material things we acquire in the third dimension is ours. We can't take it with us in the next life. Since agreeing to this life experience, we incarnated thousands of times to experience every aspect of the human experience. So one life we were poor, we were rich, we were sick, and we were successful. We were different sects of people. We had different experiences, and we were different ethnic people and religion. To truly experience the human form, we had to be in different situations, in different heartache, in different love. It gives us a new experience to bring back to the Boré and to help with the collective consciousness each time we reincarnate and we give those experiences up to the collective. Each time we reincarnate, we bring forth the attributes and desires of our past lives, a previously lived life in a different body. Unless we do the inner cleansing, everything remains the same. There is no soul growth. Here are the signs you have lived a past life. Recurring detailed dreams, inexplicable skills, yearn for another era in time. If we have a feeling that we had that experience before this moment and we never had it, it is deja vu. It is really from our past life experiences seeping into our present moment in life. Our main goal is to learn from our many experiences so we can continue to level up and absorb the divine's loving light. Many cultures believe that we can be connected to our ancestors who came before us. Epigenetic literature suggests that the trauma and trauma's imprint may be passed down through the generations. In each lineage, there's a soul that is born and decides to bring healing to their ancestors. Ancestors refer to those deceased blood kin relatives from whom we are descendants. We need to rationally connect and develop a relationship with our ancestors in spirit, asking them to be guides for us and to help repair the lineage that we have. Consciousness continues after death. The living and the dead can communicate. The living and the dead can strongly affect one another. The Earth experience is a game designed to level us up. It will allow a destination of our choosing, but will not allow it to get shown to us until we level up each stage of experience. Our minds are fearful because we can't figure out all the steps right now. Our minds want the security of knowledge to even do the first step. Our minds were not meant to be in control. There are those of us still stuck before level 1, and there are those of us almost at the end. Our minds just want more and more knowledge to help us feel secure. The mind can only project our past into the future, which recreates the same future as the past. Some of us are stuck in a loop of the mind, and it prevents growth. We need to live by faith, not by mind, in order to break free from the matrix. Let your inner spirit guide you. We never have all the answers, but that's okay. We were never meant to. Finding a way to be comfortable when you're miserable and following love when you're terrified, this levels us up. The catch is, the fear keeps you attached to the material, but love allows you to let it go and connect to the God Divine. We are here for a specific purpose. We hold the key to our own destiny. We are about to make a quantum leap in consciousness. It is our choice if we do the inner work or eradicate irrational fears in order to win the game. Breaking through the delusions, we are living a lie. When we are in the womb, including animals, caps are installed in our minds, stopping the real growth to ourselves and keeping the animals from their intelligence, only allowing them to be feeders and procreators with the laws of unfamiliar knowledge. in the great plains, in the deep depths of earth, are large people. The people that live there stand to 40 to 60 feet tall. They have galactic seaports to receive ships from the universe. We live on a prison planet, a penal colony, and we are not allowed to remember any of our past lives. We live in the spirit of being free, but we're born without any knowledge, with laws over us stating that we aren't allowed to see beyond our bubble of life. The humans who were in control were lower level vibrational people, causing mayhem and despair. In order to grow and be able to break free from our mental prisons and work on our inner self to reach our full potential, the Bore God the Divine had mercy on us and let us grow on planet Earth, so we can be put back into the society of the multiverse, whole and helpful to the collective and healed. We need to have unity in this multiverse through love, through pureness, and through understanding. We must stop being bonded to the illusion of the body. We are light beings having a human experience. We need to live off of our own energy source. This comes with ascension. The old empire is a parasitic world that controls things and forces us to believe lies. We are prisoners, most of us, without a crime. We must stop believing the lies. We all must unplug ourselves from the matrix. Only through love, pureness, and understanding can we escape, because the multiverse base is love, and in order to coexist, we must raise our vibrational fields to pure love. Remember, life is not tiring. Wanting a life to be a certain way but not having it, and not having the confidence to make it, that's what is tiring. Let go of being in delusion. The planet awakening and experiencing a shift of consciousness so great that governments around the world conduct psychological warfare on their own citizens in an attempt to control them by lowering their vibrations and keeping them in a constant state of fear. We must relax and focus on each moment. The flow will take care of itself. There will be buffering because we are surrounded by the old vibrations that we are releasing now. We must meditate to stay balanced and calm. We must learn to get in touch with our innermost essence of our beings. This essence is beyond the ego. It is fearless, free, and immune to criticism. There are 13 bloodlines that rule the world from behind the scenes, the 4 noble bloodlines and 9 satanic bloodlines. These families have been in control for thousands of years, and they are at the top of the pyramid. Yes, there is a conspiracy to rule the world. There are clones, there are robots, and other sorts of doubles, which is why we haven't been able to achieve our genuine progress until now. These families have incredible amounts of wealth at their disposal. They had mind control technologies, and they had spiritual powers at their disposal, which they gained from their rituals. They had a worldwide network of secret underground bases. The mainstream media does not report on them since they own the media. The global elite families want complete control over humanity. They wanted to enslave us and treat us like animals. They wanted to take away all our freedoms and make us work as hard as possible for them. They wanted to make us think that it's normal to be enslaved. The internet was a gift. It opened our eyes so we can now see what's really going on in our society. We will be ascending soon. We will be free from all this suffering. The energies of the dark forces have used to try and stop us on our mission. They are failing now. More than half the population is awakened enough to question everything. They have underestimated us, all of creation too. The old rules no longer apply. They have no more power. We have been double-crossed at every turn, but we, as humanity, are onto them. The light will be so strong it will force out many blockages that have been programmed in our brains. All the wrongs will be righted. Our true purpose is to love. So remember that in all your experiences. Be well and be blessed.